guys, today I wanted to go over just how to get started as a new real estate agent in the business. This is probably the most common question that I get asked, and so I figured I would kind of give you like my top 4 things that I would really focus on if I were a new agent in the industry right now. So number 1, the first thing that you want to establish are your hours. You probably became a real estate agent because you want some freedom and you want time. You want to be able to spend time with your kids, with your spouse, maybe just hanging out by the pool. You want to go on vacation, I don't know. But one of the luxuries of real estate is that time. But that time can also get away from you if you don't prioritize it right. For me, I have set a schedule where I'm at the office specific hours every single day. And then obviously those hours change just based off of whether or not I have buyers that like to go see homes at night. Sometimes buyers can go during the day, but for the most part, I'm at the office every single day from 8:30 until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon because that's when my kids get home from school. So for me, those are the hours that I've established. And so I think establishing time, because when you're at the office and you're at a place, whether it's at your home office or you broker with somebody that has an office that you can go and sit at, being at an office or being in a space where you can be creative and really like just be able to clear your mind helps a ton to get those things done on a day-to-day basis to help grow your business. Okay, your next one's gonna be your sphere of influence. If you don't know what a sphere of influence is, it is your SOI is what we typically abbreviate it as. So I will probably refer to it as your SOI, but establishing your SOI is so important just because whether or not you're a new agent that's on a team or you're by yourself, your sphere of influence is really where you're going to draw your business from. How to create your sphere of influence is a whole nother monster. I'm gonna show you an example during this episode of how to create that. But pretty much what it is it's just an Excel spreadsheet that has a client's first, last name, email, and then address. I use my sphere of influence not only for digital marketing, but also for mailers as well. So I send out about 1 mailer to my sphere of influence monthly, and then I'm also sending out weekly like e-cards or emails or newsletters to my clients once a week that I prepare ahead of time. So your sphere of influence is really important, and who to put on that also matters as well. So they're gonna be past clients. If you're new in the business, you're like, Lauren, I don't have past clients. Who am I supposed to put on there? It's gonna be pretty much anyone that you know. For me, when I started, I was young. I had just gotten married, so I took my wedding invitation list, and I also took my mom's Christmas card list, and I compiled all of those people onto an Excel spreadsheet, and I just started mailing people stuff. So those are people that are on my sphere of influence. And then as I've moved to different areas and we've gotten to know more people, those people also I've put on my sphere of influence. So people that my kids do sports with, or friends, family members, my grandparents are on there, other realtors in other states. Don't be afraid to include other people that don't necessarily live in your state. You want to be able to work those referrals as well and be able to tell people, hey, just because you don't live in Utah doesn't mean that I still can't help you find a home in Arizona. I know great agents in Arizona as well, and really working that referral market as well. So your sphere of influence, if I could tell you one thing to do today, it would be to get that list ready to go. It takes a little bit of time. If you don't have the time, hire somebody out to do it. Hire your brother, your sister, somebody just like $100 or $50 or $20, I don't know, to compile that list to go through your past emails, whatever you can do to just get that list ready to go. Even if there's 20 people on it, you need to really focus on your sphere of influence. Once your sphere of influence is done, I think I only have like 200 people on my sphere of influence. Compile those people into lists of A, B, and C clients. So your A clients are gonna be those people that you really wanna focus on. Those are gonna be the people that you're gonna do a little bit extra for. Those are the people that you're sending, cards to, that you're checking in on, that you take to lunch, that you host events and they're at. Those are the people that are gonna bring you the most referral business. Your B clients are kind of like your A clients, but they're not gonna refer as many people to you. They're kind of people that you're like, they might do business with me, they might not. Maybe they have like a distant relative that does real estate. And then your C clients are just people that you know in your back pocket that they potentially one day may use you, but you don't necessarily want to throw them in the trash. Some other people that you can put on your sphere of influence is any area that you're planning on farming. I would really recommend the current neighborhood that you live in, just because people like to people like to work with by who they live. And so really just making sure that you include those people that you're close to in your neighborhood on your sphere of influence. Okay, our next one is always a tricky one. It's listings. So we know as real estate agents, we're gonna deal with listings and buyers. And I feel like a lot of times as a new agent, you focus so much on your buyers. And buyers are great, but they take up a lot of time, truthfully. And if you have a lot of buyers at once, that freedom, which is why you probably got into real estate, is now no longer a thing that you like thrive on. So having those buyers is great and you want those. I would never say to tell a buyer to go away, but we want to focus on listings because listings control the inventory that we currently have, and then you hold that inventory. So you have what everybody wants and they're coming to you. And you also can with listings, you can hold a lot more of them at a time, and your time isn't like scrambled all over the place. So I could have 10 listings at a time and really only like work a 2-hour day, where if I have 10 buyers at a time, I'm never gonna see my family. And I'm probably gonna have to hire some help to help me just because it is very time consuming. So making sure that you focus every single day on where am I going to get that listing, focusing on your sphere of influence. Who in my sphere of influence right now can I call or talk to or ask, do you know anybody thinking of selling their home right now? We know right now in 2021, our inventory pretty much in every single state is very, very limited. So, having that product to hold and say, I have this product, you're going to get buyers. The other thing that is great with listings is that they turn into potential clients down the road. So as a new agent, I would say it was about a 50-50 with my listings and my buyers. But I excelled a little bit more in my listing category just because of the services that I chose to offer as an agent. And I feel like 2 years, if I could have told myself as a new agent, just stick it out, just keep going. I wish I could have, because looking back 2 years, if I fast forwarded 2 years, the buyers that came from those listings and the potential sales, all the business I got from those listings and those buyers that I had at the very beginning was awesome, right? So you wanna make sure that you don't discredit listings and buyers, but really focus as much as you can on getting those listings, because again, you hold what everybody wants right now, and so it's gonna bring you the most business possible. Okay, our very last one is just building your social media platform. So this is something that is very personal to each person, but I think the number one thing is you have to be authentic, which I know a lot of people talk about, and it's very taboo, but you have to figure out who you are. When I got my real estate license, I was 21 years old. I was young, and I thought, no one's gonna wanna work with someone who's 21, even though I was born and raised here. I know the market here very well. I grew up in real estate. And so I really struggled a little bit with my identity and who I wanted to put out there. I felt like I needed to be so professional and very this is me, I'm very professional, I'm gonna sell your house and blah, blah, blah. But that wasn't really the clientele that I was attracting. I was attracting first-time home buyers. I was attracting people my same age. I wasn't attracting $1 million homes that were my parents' age. I was very much just, dealing with people that were in the same boat that I was in. And so really building your social media platform and branding yourself is important, just to be true and authentic to yourself. Show people who you are. Focus on your brand and be authentic. Make sure that you're also creating a social media content calendar. The more often that you're posting, the easier it is for people to kind of see you. Another thing that's been very successful for me is engaging with other people. Don't just get on social media and post and get off. You should get on and you should comment and engage with those people who are following you and be their friend. People want to work with people that they like. And so show them that. Show them who you are. Show them, hey, oh my gosh, I want to be best friends with her. Or I want her to help me sell my house or buy a house because I want to hang out with her. You spend a lot of time with your clients. So I tell clients all the time when I go on listing appointments or buyer appointments, if you don't like the person sitting across the table from you, chances are this isn't a relationship that's gonna work out, and that's okay. You're not everybody's cup of tea, and not everyone's gonna wanna work with you, and guess what? That is totally fine, but find those people who love you and who wanna work with you and go off of that. But social media is huge for that. So show people who you are, engage on stories. Make sure you're showing people the behind the scenes of things. And really just be yourself. If you have a family, show your family. People love to see the personal side of your life and just not just 100%. I call it the MLM tactic, where you're not just shoving listings and buyers and I have a buyer, I have this product, blah, 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 down their throat. They wanna see you. They wanna work with you. They wanna know why they should work with you versus Katie Smith, I don't know who that is, down the street. Do you know what I mean? So just be yourself and really focus on those people. Another thing that's been huge for me is making friends with people who are outside of just Utah. I have a group of women realtors that I'm friends with from all across the country and also Canada that we talk on a day-to-day basis. And I know that, if I have a referral that I need to send out, that I have awesome connections all throughout the country, which is huge for me as an agent. So I would say, don't be afraid to make those connections with other real estate agents, not only in your same marketplace, but also outside of your marketplace as well. We're in an industry where there's enough success for everybody. As long as you're just authentic to yourself and you're true to you, I promise you will be successful. Okay, if you are a new real estate agent in the market today, here are the 4 things that you need to focus on. Number 1, prioritizing your schedule. Number 2, focusing on that sphere of influence. Get that sphere of influence created. Once it's created, please let me know. I want to be there for you to congratulate you because that's a huge step in your business. Number 3 is get a listing. Focus on whatever it is that week to get your listing. If you get your listing that week, guess what? You're done. Go on vacation, go hang out. You can chill with your kids, whatever it is, but get that listing. And then number 4 is building your social media brand and posting on social media and really working that social media outlet. So those are my 4 things that as a new agent in today's marketplace, I would focus on more than anything else. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know today was very real estate heavy, but we have some great content coming up in the next couple episodes. So whether you're a mom, an entrepreneur, whoever you are, make sure that you subscribe and comment below anything that you'd like to see from our channel. Also, if you are a new real estate agent in the marketplace, I would love to connect with you. So leave what area you service below and let's connect. Thanks, guys.